Thanks for joining us on NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Nichole Berlie. And presidents put their lives in the hands of the Secret Service each and every day. But a new book claims President Biden's trust in some agents has taken a hit since his years as vice president, particularly in the wake of January 6th. Correspondent Evan Lambert is live for us in Washington with this new story, Evan.
Nichole, author and journalist Chris Whipple says this book is based on inside access to the president's inner circle, including Chief of Staff Ron Klain. In one passage regarding the Secret Service, Whipple writes President Biden wondered if some of his agents even wanted him in the White House. A new book about President Biden obtained by our partners at The Hill, bringing up striking claims about his relationship with the men and women on his Secret Service detail. The book, The Fight of His Life, which comes out January 17th, is written by author and journalist Chris Whipple. Among the claims that the president has trust issues with some of the agents tasked with protecting him, because some are big supporters of former President Trump. One such passage reads, quote, "A bigger problem was Biden's discomfort with his Secret Service detail. Some of them were MAGA sympathizers. He didn't trust them," according to Whipple's reporting for the book. Whipple gives context for Biden's alleged feelings, writing, quote, "The Secret Service is full of white ex-cops from the South who tend to be deeply conservative," end quote. Another famous episode between Biden and the Secret Service is documented in the book. The incident happened in March 2021 when Biden's rescued German Shepherd Major bit an agent inside the White House. Although the White House admitted the incident, the book says Biden didn't believe some of the details, saying, quote, "Somebody was lying," Biden thought, about the way the incident had gone down. In response to the allegations in the book, a White House spokesperson tells NewsNation, quote, "We respect that there will be no shortage of books written about the administration containing a wide variety of claims. We don't plan to engage in confirmations or denials when it comes to the specifics of those claims. The author did not give us a chance to verify the materials that are attributed here." And White House officials directed us to an August press briefing where Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre responded to questions about the president's trust in the Secret Service. This after reporting about January 6th related text messages that agents deleted.
And the last question is, yes, he has confidence in the men and women who protect him and his family, so he does have confidence in them.
And this book also alleges that Biden thought the Secret Service looked, quote, "incompetent and politicized" after a series of scandals, including the deletion of the messages from January 6th. The Secret Service declined comment. Nichole?
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.